Good morning again. Hello. Someone tell me about the chicken? Can someone tell me about the chicken? You don't know what's here either. Chick, 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 chick. All righty. Share screen again. Let's get nice and keep ready. We are ready. Good morning, everybody. Good morning to those of you on Zoom. Before we get started, you do see some random numbers up, right? We are talking a lot about located international buyers, but first we want to make sure you understand the international market at first here in South Florida. So we have 366% and 785 million. What do we think those numbers mean? What do they represent? So 66% international investment. Anybody else? 300? Okay, I like where we're going with it. We're on the right track. What else?
Well, tell them it's not 66%.
Exactly. So these are different values that we're going to cover today, and we're going to really show you how you can understand the data. So when you're talking about international market here in South Florida, you can use that data from your Miami Association of Realtors. So first up, we were close with it. The 300 represents the number of global partners you have with Miami. So that means there are 300 partnerships around the world that recognize Miami and gets very excited when a Miami representative connects with their association. So 300 plus, and that number has just gone up to 400 more since our merger. So great opportunity for you to get that exposure globally. 66%. You might want to read this out for us.
Yeah.
2 times or less. So 2 times or less, they decide to make their residence here in South Florida. And we know we have so many international opportunities here that happens easily. Think about the Miami Open. What do we have this weekend?
The
Formula One. Yep. We have all the concerts, the World Cup. Miami is the international hub. And according to data, 66% of those individuals make South Florida their home on the second visit. So that means we need to get out there, go to those events, connect with those individuals because they're choosing South Florida just by the second visit. And then our 785 million. That is the foreign buyer dollar sales in Broward. And we want some of that dollars, right? We want to be a part of that. We want to create that. We want to make that happen here for our buyers and of course for our business. All this information is available for you on your Miami site. I'm going to show you how to get to that because data directs what we do, correct? We can't tell the future, but we can see what trends exist and be able to use that to help us out. So all of this today is going to include data you can use as well as resources to connect with those international buyers. Sounds good? All right, let's keep it going. For those who don't know me, my name is Jelena Pittman. I am part of your outreach team for the Miami Association of Realtors, which is shortly becoming Miami and Our World, or hopefully Miami and South Florida Realtors. Yes, we have it. How many people are here from Beaches Board? Anybody on the Beaches Board? Okay, well, you just got more access. When you came in, we had that song, Anybody Want More by Usher playing, because you're about to get a lot more services, a lot more data, a lot of opportunity. So today we're going to talk a lot about how you can utilize what you already have to connect with those international buyers that may have already purchased here or are looking in the area to get you more referrals opportunity. So those, you're already part of Miami, you understand who we are. We are your Broad Miami team, located here in the Sawgrass office as well as the Hollywood office. You have access to these 5 counties, but we know we're getting some more with our legacy share. I see a lot of you taking notes. I want you to write down miamyandourworld.com and the letter R, world.com. That's going to take you to this website, which will give you information about any questions you have. Will my dues change? What MLS access will I have? What happens now that you're merging? What's the name? All the questions you can think of, miamyandourworld.com. The letter, it's not up here. Miami and the letter R, A-N-D. A-N-D. The letter R, the word world. And it'll take you to this website where you can .com. Yes, ma'am. Miami and Our World. All the questions you can have about the merger. And if you need it again, A-N-D. A-N-D. Yes. Not international. Yeah, this is just for the merge. So I'm never going to have those questions about what that means. Perfect. Thank you, everyone. So we get this question a lot. Some people weren't even aware about the merger. So we know it takes effect May 11, but like any change, it will be in phases. So don't expect it to completely have all those updates immediately, but be on the lookout for what's to come, including more inventory, more exposure, complete data set for Flex MLS or Matrix. So you'll be able to choose which platform you would like. Do you guys remember when we had Rapatoni and Matrix? It's something similar to that. So you'll be able to choose if you want Flex or Matrix, as well as 400 plus international buyers. So more access to that international exposure. Good morning. Hey, welcome in. You're fine. We're glad you're here. So you have all of these benefits that will expand as we complete this merger. So what we're going to focus on today are going to be your South Florida market set, your foreign investor guide, Intromatrix, including some other resources for you. The Intromatrix, we introduced it the last time we were here. I believe myself and Claudia were here. No? Okay. So we will go deep into that one. This gives you the opportunity to access 11 different MLSs. So the ability to go into their MLS, search, have visibility as if you are their member, but you cannot list. You do get that visibility and vice versa. They'll be able to see yours. The South Florida market stats is where we're going to explore the stats for the global international transaction buyer profile. So you're able to see that. And then lastly, the foreign investor guide is new for last year, understanding how to work with those foreign investors. So we'll take a look at all of those and more. So there's always more to smile about, more to do, more to enjoy. So this is our time where we smile for a picture and get all cozy and show the world that we're learning throughout the day. So get close. I'm going to wipe my screen here. You know how, I don't know what it is about the phones now. They get so dirty with the lens. Always wipe your camera lens so you have a nice picture.
Usually too much.
Use it too much. All the makeup and stuff. Ready? 1, 2, 3. And away. Okay, perfection. All right, so we talked about why it's important to establish that global network. These were a few events that occurred or will occur this year. I have to give a shout out to the Winter Classic in Miami. Yes, yes, go ahead. Those of you who know me for a while, you know I used to dance for the Florida Panthers hockey team. You don't know, well, hey, I used to be on their dance team. I was there when they went to when they had the All-Star game, as well as we won the first championship. And then this year, they hosted the Winter Classic here. So for the last 4 years, we had that international market really looking at South Florida for hockey nonetheless. All-Star game, 3 back-to-back playoff appearances. So that really draws the attention here to South Florida from our Canadian neighbors to the north of us, as well as anybody who's interested in hockey in Europe. World Cup is coming, and then Miami Open was just here. Thinking about that percentage of buyers who purchase after 2 times. Do you remember the percentage? No? Starts with a 6. 66. There we go. I'm checking in, seeing if you're with me. So 66% of the people that are here, if they went to the Open and the Classic, they're probably looking for a property now. So just put it into perspective like that. We have some business coming here. And you know that. So we want to make sure we continue to establish this. Everything I'm showing you, you can reshare. There's access to it either on our Instagram or on our global page. So right here is one of our newer graphics. It is also on Photofy, if I'm not mistaken. Is everybody familiar with Photofy? See a head shaking. If you're not, you have an expert right here and in the front. They have used their Photofy. This allows you to share this on your personal page and brand it with your name and your logo. This highlights what Latin American countries are moving north. We know when the governments tend to go a little left, the money goes north. So we know everything that's going on with Venezuela, what recently happened with Mexico, and so forth. That money is going north to us. And we have a lot of those countries listed here. So with all of this, I did share the data is important. So you want to understand what's happening in the market and internationally here in South Florida. So I want to clarify some terms for us throughout today. When we refer to non-US citizens, international buyers, that can be different categories, right? It can be someone who is a non-US citizen, but their primary residence is probably abroad, okay? Maybe they were been here for 6 months or less on a visa, or even 2 years or less, okay? So it could be a wide range of individuals. I clarify that because sometimes we get narrowed in on finding those buyers who only live in another country. But this place, we're looking at it as those people who are already starting looking at investment opportunities because they're here, but they may have another primary residence abroad. So it gives us a wider range to look at when we're considering those international buyers. Sounds good? Let's keep it going. So today we'll start off with South Florida's role in international sales. That's looking at that report that goes deeply into what's happening internationally. Then we'll look at some practical skills you can use using your tools for global referrals. Matrix and IMAP, your 2 favorite products, will allow you to find those international buyers straight away. So let's jump into it. Checking in on our Zoom, make sure they can see us and hear us. Zoom, are we good? No concerns in the chat. I think we're okay.
Yes, we are. Thank you.
Say it again.
Yes, we are. Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you, Martha. All righty. So we are on our resource panel. I tend to start here first because this is where you mostly live. You go to this page to find everything. We also have a tile for your MiamiRealtors.com. This is where we're going to begin. So that's where you'll find the data and the stats. It is here first. I'm going to first start with our global. And once we go to our global page, you have access to our global partners and our soon to come global exchange, as well as your international home buyer transactions. Yes. It's a partnership between the associations abroad. Mm-hmm. Yes. Mm-hmm. So we have, I'll show you first. I want to do our global exchange. All right. So first I want to show you your global properties exchange. This is a platform that places the listing search for these various countries right here on your site. You don't have to go to another platform. You don't have to search for it. You have Canada, Brazil, Greece, and a few more listed here where you can easily enter their platform and search their properties. Now, we are looking to expand this to offer more opportunities for you, but this is an initial place to start for those listings outside if you have a buyer who wants to search outside. Again, that's global.
Miami Realtor,
Mhm.
then you go to Global,
Yes,
and then you go,
property exchange,
you go in.
property exchange. Yes. And they have the same on their website. So Miami will be listed on their page too.
You go to.
Mhm. Mhm. Yes, because they'll have it listed on their site like we have theirs. That's part of that partnership with them. Because we're all about giving you more exposure, so that way there's visibility throughout. Some of our leaders, our CEO TK, as well as our commercial and SVP of business development, they were in a conference over in Spain. And they had a huge table set up where individuals came to them. They want to know, how can you do more business in Miami? So that exposure is grand because they know Miami is that hot spot right now. All right, and here's a little bit more information. Participating partners, including those without public-facing property search portals, agree to feature our Miami property searches on their websites. All right, going back to global.
And that link, GPX Miami, something, what is that?
That's if somebody wants to add theirs. They want more information to feature your association's property search. So, excuse me, some of our governing board, like our board of governors, they have connections with various countries, so they may have met someone in another association who wants to create this opportunity for their members. So they'll email them, let them know that they want to share their property search too. You have somebody you want to connect us with? No? Not yet? All right. Returning to global. So if you haven't already, once you go to this page on your own, favorite it, this is your global information page. Next, I'm going to show you your international home buyer transactions page. Has anyone seen this data before? No? Oh, and I love it. It's the data that you need to know about who is moving to South Florida and what areas. Scrolling down. So first up, the top realtors, global buyers by market share. Number one is Colombia. Colombia and Argentina keep going back and forth between first and second place. So this lets us know those top countries that are purchasing here in South Florida, as well as that data we shared about the 66% and how they're purchasing these properties. You have 51% is all cash, as well as their share of the condo market. Take a look at that. I do see there's a question in the chat. Okay, Clarita, she found it. Again, this is on Miami Global and it's the first option here. Zoom in a bit. Do we see anything that surprises you? Give me a moment. Nope. All right. Gonna go on to our next page just so you can see what else is included. Here's our dollar volume, buyer sales, destination. Nearly half of international purchases are in South Florida. So I asked someone once, why do people move to Florida? And they said Disney World. Disney is 13% of the market share. We know Miami, Fort Lauderdale, Palm Beach, all those areas in that Southeast Florida market is 45% of that market share. So the data is there. We know that they want to purchase here in South Florida. This document is 54 pages, so flip through it at your leisure to really understand who is purchasing here in the area. It also does a comparison between other countries. Canada is 48% in 2025. All right, any questions about this document? No? Great. That is giving the opportunity for the data, knowing your market, knowing where the resources are. Okay. While we are also here, I'm going to scroll down a bit more. As you see on the screen, we have a few events that are coming up. to expand and connect on an international market level. Each year we have the Global Congress. This is when delegates from different countries that we partner with come and visit our headquarters for a weekend-long event of interaction for residential, commercial, all things real estate. Everyone's invited, so feel free to join us. It is November, usually the first weekend in November. So that one is available for you down in our headquarters in Miami. We also have the YPN over in Toronto and SEMA. This is a newer one, but it's based in Spain. And our CEO is going to be presenting at that as well. SEMA, Spain, Madrid. Of course, they know they love it here. The Miami Global Congress, November 1st through the 4th. All right, so this is your page that would give you the information regarding the data, what's happening in the market. Next up, I want to show you your foreign investors guide. I normally have it printed out for you, so you can scan the QR code to receive it. But here you'll find, scroll down to your table of contents for you. Think of it as a guide to working with those foreign investors. If you've never experienced it before, you're curious about what happens with the visa, curious about what legal aid you should implement to make sure the process is clear, this is where you want to be.
Take a picture.
Absolutely. In the search bar, type in foreign investor, and I'll make sure to include this in the link for you. Are you able to find it?
Type.
Foreign investors guide.
Got it.
Let me see. You found it? Okay. Yes. One moment. Let me see if I have it on my Canva. I'm going to give you guys a link. Give me 1 second and I'll show you a QR code you can use.
Foreign.
Here you go. I got you. Go ahead and scan the QR code and you'll have it. I usually have the printout with me.
Oh.
Yep, if you scan it, you'll get the copy. Unlike the transaction report, we can't share this data online. So even though you might like the graphics, you might like the information, you can't share this one. This one is for you, the members. The other page you can share as you like. This,
Yeah. You open the camera?
oh, I created this a while ago. Yeah, and I normally print it out and bring it with me, but it's on my desk. So you can scan this one and keep it on your device and email it to yourself. I love it because there's an article there called With Love from Miami, and it gives you some really great, I want to say sound bites, but really action key points to share when you're having those global conversations about what makes Miami that global hub. Yeah, perfect. So just more resources to really engage with the global market. For you, the realtor, to work with investors. That is, it's not for the clients, it's for you, it's for realtors. And as you go through it, you'll see the documents are geared to you working with those foreign investors. Alrighty, so you have some resources to go to. You know where to turn if you have questions about working in that global market. Now let's find those individuals. Let's get those referrals and really make some international buyers our part of our network. So first thing we're going to do is go to our Global Referral Connect. This is a new platform here. It's the black icon, Global Referral Connect. You may find it on your first row, Global Referral Connect. Now this, I like to refer to it as the LinkedIn for real estate agents. You are able to connect with realtors from within that network, both locally and abroad, who are looking for realtors to help them in a certain market. So for example, you have George here, Jorge. He's looking for someone who wants to purchase real estate in San Diego, coming from Mexico. Scrolling down, you have someone else who's looking for a realtor trying to find in Tennessee. This one's looking for someone in Hollywood. So it provides you with a quick access to that referral option right on this page. This is the social part of it. Now, if we want to get directly into the referral network, you'll click on go to the secure global referral network. This is where the magic happens. So individuals can, you as well as other realtors can create referrals and ask people to accept those referrals and work with those buyers. Right now, there are none in our market, but if there were, they would appear here. Let me show you an example of a previous one. So this, it tells me that it was awarded to someone else, but here's how it would look if there were those referrals available. You'll have the agent referring it, the type of listing they're looking for, if it's a purchase or a renter, the percentage for the referral fee, and the time frame they're looking to move. They also provided the location. So they were looking for someone to assist with a property in Fort Pierce, the type of property, and the price range they're looking for. So a great way to get that referral network expanded for yourself. And if you have
It says on the two, what worded that?
Great question. So this agent, Alex, he awarded it to Tamara Camilleri. So when you apply for it, many people apply, they connect, then they award it to that individual. And you can know exactly how the referral ended. I wish there were a little bit more. So this is your global referral network. I'm going to return here to show you some resources. Because I know you're thinking, well, what if I have some referrals I want to create myself? Maybe you have an agent a buyer who's looking to purchase outside of our market area. So I'm going to return to resources. Because I know we have an hour, we're covering a lot, and I want to make sure you know where to go for additional information. So every Wednesday, they'll have a quick Zoom that goes over how you can use the product even more in detail. But scrolling down, I want to show you how easy it is to create a referral.
To start creating referrals, click on the Create Referrals button on the dashboard. You will be taken to the referral creation form, which is a single scrolling page where you enter all the information needed to create a referral. Use the navigation panel to quick jump to any section of the form, preview the referral, save as a draft, and create the referral.
Easy, right? Quick, easy, simple to create. So that way you can share that referral on that global market. Any questions? Yes. Absolutely. So I'm going to return to the resource panel and do it all together, okay? So that's the Global Referral Connect button. Click. And while this is loading, remember every service we have comes with a landing page that goes over what's included, how to access it, as well as support. From here, go to resources. Excuse me. And it does have many different quick tips for you. They also have trainings that go over how to get those referrals, how to connect on a larger aspect. So play it in the background while you are cooking, while you're reading over information. It's great tools to use. And that one is on the third row. Sorry, the fourth one. Creating a referral. You see it? Were you able to find it? Perfect. So there's many different resources here. So when you're ready to create that profile, you have that option here, as well as how to accept a direct referral is also here. Again, that was your Global Referral Connect. Questions?
I think I can sit there for people or for other people. Or other realtors or like-
Yes. Exactly. On this one, today seems to be slow right now. There aren't any listed right now. Usually what will happen, it'll appear here. As soon as you log into the dashboard under market referrals. You're connected to the resource. So as a Miami member, you're already set up here. You just have to complete the picture and make sure your profile is set up. Add in information. Not directly, it's a market referral. So think of it as like a bulletin board of all the referrals that they're looking to have completed. And you're able to accept those. So if there are markets, just there's none listed to me, so it's hard to imagine it, but it would appear on this page. So one is available there. You would click on it and you're able to accept that referral as you would like to. But this one's already accepted. Let me go back to our resources so you can see an example.
But these are the TV.
This page, this is like that LinkedIn page I was referring to, where if you wanted to share information about what you do as for realtors, what market you specialize in, what you're looking for. It's more like a chat board, if you would, and it has different videos and resources for you. Another way to connect with individuals.
What do you do to get or create referrals in that page?
Yes. So this one is the accept. This one is the accepting page.
Set. Well,
How to create them? Yes. You go back to it. I'm a visual person, so I like to show you those.
resource.
If she wants to load. Scrolling down. And I'm showing you this just in case when you're ready to do it, you have that resource to return to, okay?
Creating a referral.
Creating a referral. To start creating a referral, click on the create referral button on the dashboard. You will be taken to
to show you.
click on the create.
So you see on her page how there are 72 market referrals here. So once those referrals are available, they'll appear on your page as well. But right now in my market, we don't have any listed. And in the top right-hand corner, we'll see create referral, and you're able to create it from there.
Starting when, let's say, when you have a client and you want to create a referral. But what I'm asking about is how they will find me, how do I expose?
It's already exposed. When you create it, the system is going to put it out to the market. It's already there. Once you create the referral, it's shown. There's nothing. Yep, same. We're in the same market, so there's nothing showing right now. So to create the referral, which is what we're showing you.
To start creating a referral, click on the create button on the dashboard. You will be taken to the referral creation form, which is a single scrolling page where you enter all of the information needed to create a referral. Use the navigation panel to quickly jump to any section of the form, preview the referral contract, save as a draft, and create the referral.
Right, so how that looks in practice. Returning to. Go to the secure global market. I'll show you. You can, but you do want to leave it for the market that's set so you don't miss out on any of those opportunities. But I'll show you those as soon as I'm done with her question. So just like we saw, you have the create referral, whether you're looking for a buyer, a seller, or a renter. We fill out all that information here. So you include your client's name, any of the contact details, the destination market they're looking for, which is what we saw on that example for Fort Pierce, where it was already awarded to someone else. That's what that placement market was. Placement method, do you want it to go to the complete marketplace, everybody in that market? Do you want to go directly to everyone, or is it a private invitation? Maybe I know you directly and I know, oh, she's in the Miami market. Let me send it directly to her. So that way it's that private referral. Same thing with direct. Sorry, private is a little bit more group of potential partners. This one is directly to one person. And as you go, you have your client preferences. They want residential, commercial, or land. And you complete it as such with the agreement and fee. All right, and then you create it from there.
The fee goes based on when the referral comes? Or you have to pay a fee to be there?
This is all free. The fee is based on what you and the agent agree upon. So the system does a 25% automatically. Everything is negotiable. I'm not telling you what to put. We know that conversation is kind of, so the 25% is based on what this. Nope, it's free.
Is it free?
It's free. This fee is for, if you and I decided to do the referral, then I'm sharing with you, this is my fee for you bringing me the referral.
Plus 25%.
The 25, no, the 25% is the fee. So if you and I decided to agree on that referral, my payment to you for bringing the referral is 25%. That's it. Mm-hmm.
The fee is between me and the agent.
And the agent, yep. The system is free for you.
Is it?
Mhm. Yeah. So there's a lot to cover on this one. I highly recommend doing the webinar as well, because I give you a little touch. It's a lot to cover in an hour and you're like, oh, and I want to, the market. Mhm. You're trying to see the profile, right? You want to see my profile?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No,
You're trying to see this.
espera,
Dashboard. This one.
If you, the referral near me, you see that?
Yep.
If you. Then you can see all the referral that no near.
Perfect. Thank you for that. See, so much to learn. There's more. Perfect.
The one.
Thank you for that, love. So now we have more to share. This one's in Mexico.
That Diamante is the category with the.
Diamante,
Particular.
that looks like the city. Let's see, here we see Giselle, Impact Realty, Tampa Bay. Tampa, Florida, looks like the area. Diamante in Mexico. You see? As you're referring to this one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like the area in that city or state.
Oh, Diamante is an area?
In Mexico.
Oh, I thought that was that.
Mhm. And I'm basing that off of this, so like like Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay is a area in Tampa, Florida, so Diamante has to be an area in Mexico. And none of these have applications yet. So you have the opportunity. Sounds good? So this one is a homework. So take it home, explore it, do the webinars. They are free. Our lovely Viola Vidal just shared with us the referrals near me. Thank you for sharing that one. And we are going to keep it moving. Any other questions for this? No? All right, well, let's jump into something we are all familiar with, your matrix. So in matrix, we're going to work backwards with this. We're going to find those international buyers who have already purchased in the area, so we can really pinpoint ourselves to market to that area as well. So I'm going to go ahead and start in a search. This time we're going to do a quick search. And if you haven't seen it on your drop-down menu before, we're going to go to cross property and then quick, just in case you don't see it on your drop-down menu. When we do a quick search, it gives me all the different property types. As you know, it's not just going to be one or the other. It's going to give me residential and commercial. For this one, we are looking for those closed sales. I'm going to just do it in the last year. Now, as I scroll down, we can also include our county if we like. We're in Broward, so let's keep Broward. And now I'm going to add something to my add and remove. Our buyers and countries of residence. Is everybody familiar with how to add and remove those features? I heard a yes, some blank stares. I need a yes or no. Maybe, all right, let's show it. So from here, you may notice additional fields, add and remove. Every single search option will have that. So even though I create it here on my quick search, when I go to another search like residential rental, I have to create another if I want to include that feature. So here I'm going to type in buyers, country of residence, click it, and it'll move it over to that. I already have it, so it's going to give me a notification that it's already there. And let's also add buyer state because we know we have many states that are deciding to relocate here to South Florida, New York being one of them, right? So we can include that here. Again, I already have it, so that's why this note is coming up, but for you, it'll add it automatically. Pressing back. Perfect. So let's connect the data we found from that report with what we're looking for. We know one of the top countries searching the area is what? Colombia. Going to country. What's another top country? Argentina. What's another? Mexico. And I'm pressing Control to select all of these. Canada, Brazil. Perfect. Any others? Venezuela. See how knowing the data makes your search a little bit easier? You know exactly who's coming, you know what you can focus your attention on. And as always, we can do all of them if we wanted to see who's moving where. Mhm. Because in this case, we're looking for those buyers who have already purchased. So we're working backwards. Scrolling down, and you saw how we added the fields. Great. So now I select results. And it's going to provide me with just the individuals who were buyers from that country. But there's more we can do to this. We can use this single line sheet for more than just the results. We can create a database right from this page. So I do have some already created. I want to show you when I use my drop down. I have all these different single line displays. I highly recommend use those because you're able to see what those properties offer without going completely into the listing itself. So let's build one. I am going to include insert column, and we want to see where they're from, right? So what should I include for our search? The countries, yep. We searched it, but our single line display isn't showing us where exactly they're from. So I placed it on here. But in addition to this, we want to know where they selected to live, right? What zip code they chose, what city maybe. So I'm going to include zip code. And this time, not buyer zip code, just the regular zip code for the area.
For the countries?
Not the country. This is where they bought the property. So we know where they're moving from, and then the zip code tell us what zip code they're in. So that way we're able to mark it to that specific zip code. So let's see. We're going to first reorder it based on zip codes. So here, 3304. What country do we see highlighted most?
Mexico.
We have a lot of Mexico in that area. Yep. What about 3309? It's a bit of a mix between Argentina and Mexico. Let's separate our country. Now let's see how it looks if we were to do our country. Sorry. One more time. Country. Wonderful.
Those are the transactions in the last year.
Yes. Did you select it for your at remove?
Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
we sold me 1,064.
Did you do Broward County? No, that was the difference. I specified Broward County. I did for that, to find the exact one I did. So I'm gonna show you. Mhm. Not country, yes. Yes. So I'm gonna answer that while also correcting Viodalas, because it may happen when you're searching. For example, she searched, sorry, we hover our mouse over a gray part until it turns into a cross. Okay, right click, oops, click insert column, and then select buyer's country. It's not gonna do it, it's already have it. I believe what you did, my love, you typed in country. And country is just gonna give you USA because that's where they bought the property. You want buyers. And then, and then for zip code, we don't want buyer zip code because that's gonna be where they're currently located. We just want regular zip code so that we can have where they move to. Yeah, exactly. So this is great when you're creating that realtor.com profile and you're highlighting what areas you service. You know now that this area is key for our Argentina neighbors, 33009. And it's giving me that chance to understand the market a little bit more. So we're able to locate where they're purchasing and be able to use that trend to help us move forward. Okay,
That zip code is from there.
this is us. This is us. So the country is going to be the buyer's country, and then zip code is just going to be zip code. And then we can save this. Drop down where you see the pen and the pad. Does everybody see that? Pen, pad. Save as a copy. I'm going to give it a different name. Buyer's country plus zip code. Save as a copy. So this means whenever I create a search, I can still pull up this list for whatever criteria I have. Let me show you an example of another. So let's say I wanted to know, is there something that I created in the past? Let's do motivated sellers with price decreases. So this is a different platform that I created, and I'm able to take that same criteria search and use that data a little differently to see the days on market, if there was a change in list to original price, as well as the cumulative days on market. This is great if you want to really dive into your data. Any questions about this? A little bit louder. Oh, the motivated buyers, I did steal that from one of our trainers. He has a class called Work with Investors, and he does a really great job diving into how you can find out which sellers are ready to move forward because their price may be decreased. Maybe they've been on the market for a long time. So you create that grid so you can look at those listings. So let me show you. So these are all closed, right? But if these were active and I'm doing a search for my client and we're having a hard time finding the property they want, I can say, well, these prices have been on the market for this long and they did have a price decrease. Let's go talk to so-and-so. If that's an option. All right. Sounds good? We're good? All right. While we're here, Intramatrix. Has anybody explored Intramatrix yet? No? We're getting a lot of new stuff today. Our brains okay with a brain break because I know when I get new information, it's like, oh my gosh, there's so much to practice after this. So we saw the Global Referral Connect. You saw the global page with all of the reports where you can use that for your research. We're a matrix now where we created the buyers and buyers' country of residence and their zip code, which will really help you market yourself better. Now we're going into Intramatrix. Another one. Another. All right. Intramatrix, yes, ma'am. Intramatrix, right here at the very top. If you are on a tablet or your phone, you may have to scroll over.
We don't.
Uh-huh.
We see the other.
Yes, CoreLogic Matrix. Yes. So once you open CoreLogic Matrix, it lives right here at the very end. Again, if you're on your device, a phone or a tablet, you may have to scroll over to it. Now, what do we see when we click on it? I hear you. Keep going. Hmm?
Yeah.
Yes. So this is going to give you access to their listings. You are in their MLS. I just clicked on it as if I were a member here. I can see all of their updates. They have a Masters Golf Classic coming up. What else they have going on? We'll read later. But we can do a search. Again, this is just a quick search for us so you can see what those results look like. You just add a city, still a price, 500. I'll do it again for you. I did search, residential, and then quick. Are you in the Stellar one? Let's do it again. Let's do it together. Go back to blue, to your matrix for Miami. We go to Intra Matrix. Go down to Stellar. Sorry. I get a little dizzy looking up there compared to my computer. Read later. And then here I did a search. Residential. Excuse me, quick. I'm gonna add a price range. We'll just do 500. And results. And here we have our platform. And we can create a single line display just like we did before. Ooh, we have flood data on this one already set up. But if we want, we can create a similar sheet. Let's see, buyers. Ooh, seller paid. I have to check and see this one is in a seller paid buyer cost. But when we click on it, it brings you straight to that property. And yes, you do have the listing agent's info. Okay. So if you're trying to connect with those other MLSs, you have access to it directly from your homepage, including Mexico. Read later. They also give you the stats in the market report. It's so good. Residential sale. So thinking about this with your Global Referral Connect, maybe you're having a hard time finding that referral on that platform. You can go straight into this MLS, find what you're looking for, and connect with that agent directly from that platform. Let's do price. Here you are. I love that they give you the local currency and the dollar amount for us. Right? So how are we going to use Intramatrix?
So when you have a listing,
Mhm.
when you have a listing, how hard to get the listing to be on this,
Nothing. It's already there.
because
Mhm.
it is there.
It's there. So how we have this button, the members in Georgia, they have a similar button. So if they want to search Miami listings, they'll click on their Intramatrix button, click on Miami, and then can search our system like I just did. So you don't do anything but put your listing in there. Mhm. Yes. So with this, we work backwards because I can't say, hey, Nadala, here's a list of buyers who are ready right now to purchase. It's through working the system. So using the buyer's information that we know where they're purchasing, and then also working with those agents too. But I do have one more to show you with IMAP directly, and that way we can search for those international or foreign investors who want to live here or already have those investment properties, and you can connect with them too. So different ways to skin the cat, right? You can do it for the referrals with the listing agent. You can work backwards with buyers who have already purchased property here and connect with them. Mhm.
These like are for the need to buy.
So this is gonna give you that opportunity to list that market where you know those buyers are purchasing. So that's one way. The last way I'm gonna show you is through IMAP, okay? So I'm moving right along to IMAP. Mm-hmm. All righty. So this one, you're creating that criteria to search for those international buyers. Again, these are individuals who have already purchased. Maybe they have primary residence elsewhere. Maybe they have lived here for about 6 months or less than 2 years with their visa, like we saw with our definition earlier. So I'm gonna start here in our search field. Notice I'm in tax search. And we are doing Broward County. So right now I'm doing Broward. We could do another county as well. In IMAP, you have access to all of the counties in Florida. Okay, so here I'm going to start with owner is a U.S. resident. Equals to, the answer is no, because we're locating again those individuals who are not a U.S. resident. Maybe these individuals are also investment property owners. So I'm going to go from owner occupied equals to no. Now let's tap into our data that we just saw again. In Matrix, we noticed different zip codes where international buyers were located. We had 33019, we had 33020, 33025. So I'm going to use that data to help me out just a bit. The property zip code equal to 33025. Let's see, and if it doesn't work, we'll take that one off and just do a broader search. So owner is U.S. resident, no. Owner occupied, no. And then we'll have property zip code. Pembroke Pines, yeah. And we'll leave the property open. That's going to give you the type of property it is, whether it's single family, condo, land, etc. I'm going to leave it vacant right now so we can get multiple searches, multiple results. So starting search, we have over 500 of those results. Now, when we click on it, we may get lucky and get the phone number as well as an email. But let's see, we need to make some changes. So this individual, zoom in. There we go. This individual has a property over in Miramar, but they are originally from Trinidad and Tobago. So that lets us know that this individual has investment history. They may be ready to purchase more, and you can connect with them directly using either that mailing address or the property address directly. But I know you're thinking, Jalene, I want to contact these people. I want to find how I get their information, their phone number so we can do business directly. So I'm going to return to my search results, hit modify criteria, and let's do one of my favorites, phone numbers. I think I shared this with you before. What can we place in here? There we go. Put the dash. Every phone number has a dash.
Then what is what you put in there?
Mm-hmm. So we know the owner is not a U.S. resident. We know that the property they own is not occupied by them. And the zip code, we saw 33025 from my matrix search that several buyers do several international buyers purchase in that area. Start search. 37 results. Let's see. And here we go. So for this property, we see John is originally from Canada, and he has an absentee owned property in Pembroke Pines. So that's one individual that we have a phone number for, as well as their original tax mailing address. Let's see another one. Here we go. This individual, another from Canada, Sylvie Beauchamp, has a property over in Pembroke Pines as well. giving the opportunity to work with them directly as an international buyer. Any questions so far? Mhm. Mhm.
Feel
Mhm.
into putting.
Mhm. That could be either on our MLS resource page or in the help button on the matrix itself. Yeah, I'll connect with you to show that.
Feel.
Yeah. Okay, we'll work with you to get that BO done. All right. Is this something that you can use to locate those buyers? Here, yes, in the back, seeing some head nods, seeing some maybe, I don't know. We can see. I love this class because it always gets that question of, well, how do I get just those buyers immediately, the ones who are ready right now to buy? I don't have a list for that. So that's where your expertise come into play. You have all the resources to negotiate. You have the resources to get those investors already. You know, this individual here has investment property. So he's someone who's already have that property, used to the process, and you connect with them, whether they want to sell that current property or connect you with additional people from Canada who wants to purchase more. This is IMAP. They can. Do you remember how to get those? Yeah, let's see here. Because these are owner occupied, it may have one. Let's scroll. No, this one doesn't. I'll save that one because it gets into the nitty gritty of it. So I'll save that one for another time. Right. So I always love to share with you one extra piece that wasn't included originally. This one is through your Remind. So this one gets you directly in the national aspect of it. So I know we're looking at international. You saw those different ways to position yourself for that. With Remind, you have the ability to send direct mailers to those off-market properties nationwide. So we talked about before briefly that there are states that have residents choosing South Florida. Do we know what other states are selecting South Florida as their new home? New York, yep. California, Texas, any others? You said that's it? If you don't know, we have a page for you too. You know, we always have you covered with the resources. You go here. Up for you. So I heard it a lot. New York, we had Texas. Did we say Georgia or Illinois? Oh, I think we like this. Do you want this page? Yes. Those are the key counties. So you have Queens, Kings, Nassau, New York, Sutton. I'm sorry, Suffolk. Is that new information? Yeah. So that along with, you guys want to see where I got this one? Because you can share it yourself. I know we're not used to Photofy, but if we go back to your services page, scroll down to co-branded, move over to Canva. It's in Photofy as well. They're working on it. I tell them all the time. Services. And then the last button, co-branded, and go to Canva. Yep. It's loading again. It's just going to refresh. It's going to bring us to the same page. So it has that data and then your feeder states at the bottom. Feeder markets. So when you open it, if you have your Canva open, come on. Hey. Internet is going slowly, but once you click on it, it'll open the template in your Canva. You can add your photo and you can share it from there if you don't have your photo file. There we go. Stop. Miami feeder markets. Clicking here, open. And then view template. This isn't even what I wanted to show you, but we liked it so much. I wanted to make sure you knew where it was. And you just add your photo and edit it from there. Okay. So returning to, we're looking at Remind. Yes. Have we used Remind before? Remind? Yes. All right. Tell me this is like, whoa, too much. This is a bonus. This is not part of it originally, but it's a bonus if you want to connect with direct mailers to those individuals nationwide. So I'm going to go here to search. And I'll go to properties. And again, this is just a quick teaser. We can come back and do this a little bit more in depth. I'm going to select off market. Yes. And I pinned it to the top. And I select off market from here. Notice I have nationwide search selected. And I'm going to select, just type in New York. What I tend to do once I know the counties, I go find a city within that county and search directly from that city. And then apply. And now I have these properties here that are off market. And I'm able to set up different filters. Maybe I'm looking at their sales floor. Maybe I'm looking at their home equity, the value of that property. And then from there, I can go ahead and send them a mailer based on my search criteria. I'm going to click on one here just so you can see what's included. Scrolling down. And this is Lily, who lives out in New York. And we have her phone number and email there too. So this is a small little bonus. There's more to it. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm saying it's like coming back.
Yeah.
That's not.
But you do have their address. You do have their address. You can create mailers and send it to them. So that's that creativity portion of. Yeah. So when I hit that roadblock, I go to a mailer. Next. How else? Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. I would recommend as well letting them know that the email is incorrect so they can take it off. Because they want to make sure their data is up to date as possible. So you'll click here and just connect with them. Say it again. That because we know they're choosing to move here in South Florida, so that way they have you as their connect when they decide to make that move. So you can send them mailers, let them know you're a realtor, let them know any properties you have listed. They may match their type of property they have now, so that way you can connect with them directly. Exactly. Mhm. Yep. And because of time, exactly. So because of time, we're not going to get too into that we will save that for another opportunity. But your Remind does give you the opportunity to prospect directly with mailers to send to them. And as you mentioned, maybe the number or email doesn't work, but you can send them direct mailers. What do you mean? Oh, you just type it in here. You just type it in right here at the top. You type it in. So if you want to search by people, you'll select people. It's there when you search it. Yeah. So there's a lot. I'll let Raquel know that that's an option for us to return, because this one's going to give you that option to prospect directly to that network. So we saw a lot today. We saw a lot. Yes. Not additional field, remarks. Do it in remarks. I'll show you how to do that. For those who are wrapping up, I know some of us had to leave already. Definitely email those trainers at miamire.com. They give immediate responses. You have my contact information, but sometimes I'm here and I can't respond. So definitely send them an email for anything we saw today if you want to recreate it. They have amazing classes like the Working with Investors, a deeper dive into locating international out-of-state buyers. Their classes are 2 hours, so you get more of the information and it's more focused in on those. That's trainers at miamire.com. Oh, go ahead. You're welcome. Again, this is one of my favorite classes, but it's also one that comes with the.
Aparte porque ese es cuando empieza a toser.
Hello, Viviana. Okay, she turned it off. But it's also one that we have to remind us, we don't have a list of buyers that are just out there like, hey, I want this property right now. Who can you connect me with? We have to add in that prospecting. We have to add in that farming. We have to put ourselves out there as the real estate professional to connect with those potential buyers and sellers, right? Maybe in the future they will, but right now we don't have that. We show you how to connect with them elsewhere. And speaking of connecting, you did see the roundup paper. I know you guys like to party. Do we like to party a little bit? She smiled. This is a great way to continue to expand that network. Have a good time. Share with people what is going on in South Florida with our Roundup nightclub, business at the hours, and then the future of real estate at Hard Rock. It's a conference for residential and commercial. And this is the SEMA we talked about in Madrid. So if you're free in the next month, go to Spain, enjoy the SEMA conference. It's 15% off for you. It's in May. Everything's May. This is the 14th, the 29th, and the 20th to the 23rd. Yep. But thank you, my White Card Capella Realtors. I appreciate your time. If you have any questions, that's how you can reach me. Just scan the QR code. I got you. Jelena, you're welcome. Let me show you. You can see it on the screen.
Oh.
It's a lot. You were looking for add remove, right?
No.
No HOPA. Search.
No.
So scroll down. So do you already have remarks added to your page? So remember, you're going to go to add remove.
What do you?
We're going to go to add remove. And then select, excuse me, remarks.
Oh, remark.
Yeah. If you want, you can put all of these just in case, but, and back. Scroll down. Scroll over. Office remarks. Yeah, she said she wasn't able to find it. So this is another way if you can't find what you're looking for. You can do your, see here. All right. So in remarks, I did an asterisk. I typed in what I wanted to see.
But.
No, what? What's that? Oh, I thought you said HOPA. I'm sorry. Let's see. So we can do it there too, but yes, there is a drop down. So this is one. I did no HOA and I have 2,702 matches. This is a quick way of using your remarks. I'm gonna select results. I'm gonna stop this here.
Okay. Okay. Oh, okay.
And then here you have it listed. Yeah. So one way is to type it into your remarks, and then Viadola mentioned that you can also just type in
Max,
if you're looking for something, yeah. You want to add the asterisks. I did note HOA. Oh, I see. Let me do it again. Second. No HOA. HOA.
you have to put those extra.
Yes, they consider it a wild card, so you're able to find exactly that phrase. But sometimes if I just put it without the remarks, it's gonna find no, it's gonna find HOA separated. Oh, then I hit Control F. And then type in HOA. And then it says the no HOA constraints is the legacy acquisition listed there. Okay, so that's if you want to use the remarks, you can search there for anything you're looking for. Recently painted, investors only, whatever you want to search using that feature. The drop-down option is also there for you. If you were doing the no HOPA, it's here for you. Just type in HOPA there. And then let me go back to my add remove. Association. And add. Go back. Scroll down. Let's see. Results.
No.
Oh, no, you don't. I'm gonna take this one off. So you can put it in the remarks or do the drop down. Go back. I'm gonna take this one off. Type of association. None. Just none gave us 5,000 matches. So the remarks can narrow it down a bit. Let's see if I do Broward County. So 1,800. But the remarks help us out a little bit more because when I didn't have it, it had 5,000 matches with the none. Yeah. You're welcome.
In the remind search that you did.
Yeah.
Last when the city of New York.
We're gonna come back and do a really in-depth one, but all I did here, I made sure nationwide was selected.
When you put New York, how did you?
I selected search here. And then nationwide, I clicked it. You see it? You see my mouse?
See. Oh.
Oh. You guys couldn't see my mouse this whole time. Hold on. You guys couldn't see my mouse this whole time. Yeah.
No.
Wow.
It was eating.
Sorry. Oh my God.
You
You have to tell me. Yes. Guys,
When I see something, I want to take a picture.
let me know, but I'm so sorry. Oh my goodness.
You go nationwide.
You want to click that button for nationwide when you're doing out of our area and zoom out. And then you put your mouse in that says addresses and cities. Is there a pointer? It doesn't work on the screen. Not on the screen, because I think the laser and the light interfere with each other. Yeah. Maybe that's what the chicken's for. Oh my gosh, the whole, I feel so horrible now. But yes, you just type it in the, yeah. I'm so sorry. But yes, you just type it in there, right here. And the places come up, people come up. So if we were doing,
Oh, you put the mouse in addresses, then the places like that.
tell me you can't see. I'm so sorry.
Sí, I got that.
Yeah, that
Oh,
explains a
okay.
lot. Yeah,
Yeah.
yes. Oh, my goodness. Scroll down. It's on here. Let me see. Control fill.
Good.
Here we go. So I love the Control F feature. You have a Mac, so yours is going to be Command F. And you type in field. Here you go. It's under MLS input forms.
Okay.
So next time you guys get a trainer here, tell them to use the chicken for the pointer.
Yeah.
That's what the chicken's for. The chicken's for.
There,
MLS resources. So click on degree. Then scroll down to MLS input forms over here. And then I would suggest using the command find button so that you can find it, but if not, it's under. It has it for each one. But there's one for every search. Look back up here. Oh, and then it goes, see here, and you know, that's the purpose of the chicken. But it has it for each field. You're welcome. The whole time
There is a day before. Yeah.
is this weekend for F1. There's no more tickets. They've already sold out.
Well, feedback. When I put it,
Yes.
it doesn't show me any in the screen.
I'll let our YPN director know. He does send out email blasts, but I haven't seen this one on the calendar, so I'll make sure he gets it on there. If anything, it should be under the
Because
YPN button over there. The last one,
oh, that's on Joe.
YPN.
YPN,
Yeah.
because I saw boyfriend,
Mm-hmm.
they're not John.
Yeah.
And they're going,
Yeah.
because they knew about this ticket and I never.
But anybody can go. It's not exclusive to them, but you would see it. Usually you would see it here. I'm not sure why it's not showing this time, because I believe it's this weekend.
Yeah, and it's weekend, it's on Friday,
Yeah.
10 to 5.
here it is. But, oh,
Para eso